Welcome or welcome back to Vlogmas, and it's day 4. So let's start with today's advent calendar. This is from So Much More, and I'll just open the little package today. So in terms of what I think this is, I'm pretty sure this is needles, although I said I was short yesterday and turned out to be wrong. No, but I am right this time. So we've just got some universal needles, and we all need universal needles, so they'll definitely come in handy. Today it's raining non-stop, so we went to the supermarket earlier, and I'll just put in a clip that I recorded while we were in the car at the supermarket. So this is the first day of our, well, full day of our holiday in Wales. And it's absolutely chucking it down, and it's forecast to be like this all day. So we're at Tesco's and we're just going to come and do a little bit of a shop. We had to get up at before 9 because we had to move the car from outside where we're staying at 9. There's restricted parking. You can park all day Sunday there, but you can't park between 9 and 5 on Monday to Saturday. So we've come just to get a few bits for our room, and then I think the plan is not to do very much because I really don't fancy going out for a run in this. I was said to Ben this morning, there's so many times where we have to force ourselves to go out in the rain, being in Manchester obviously, and yeah, I don't fancy it while I'm on holiday. Ben works outside anyway, and he's always getting wet. Is that right, Ben?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't fancy it either, do you?
No.
Right. So I'll catch you up to see what we actually do later on. But I've got my Crafty Project to share, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, and the rain still has not stopped. Now, I know I've built this up, so I hope you're all not going to be too disappointed in what I am showing you. But it is a huge project for me, considering that I have only ever knitted myself one thing. I bought this in Black Friday sales last year, and I've not even opened it yet. It was supposed to be for Vlogmas last year, but I thought it was a little bit too much to take on as a complete beginner, so I just decided to knit myself a scarf, which I showed you on a couple of Vlogmases ago. Without further ado, let me show you what I've got. It's still in the box. I've just taken the label off so you can't see my address. So it's still in the box and I've not actually opened it yet. So this went under the stairs in the box, and I thought, really, I was trying to decide on a project to do while I'm on holiday and during Vlogmas, and I thought I really must push myself to try and do this kit, considering it's been a year and I've not even opened it. So let's open it. I mean, I think I've got a vague recollection of what I ordered, but I can't really remember. So let's open this up and see. So I'm going to do a bit of an unboxing for you. The other thing I considered doing was a hand sewing project, but I thought, oh, I'll watch Bernadette Banner because I know that she does a lot of hand sewing. So, but I watched one of her projects and I thought, oh my, I do not have the patience for that. So, all credit to Bernadette Banner for doing it, but I don't think I could do that. So here's the first package. Here's the second package. I think that's the wool in there. And here's some needles. As you can see, they're huge. Well, they need to be huge for me because I'm still beginner. So in this box, there's just one. I think is it called a skein? Ball of wool. So this is the main bag. There was just one ball of wool in there. So I must have like ordered it like a bigger size, so they needed to provide more wool. So here is the cardigan that I've ordered, and it does say beginner. So that's what I am. So more wool. I actually like the colour of this wool. I was a bit worried that I think it was too yellowy, but actually it's not too yellow. I mean, it's definitely a cream rather than a white, but it's nice and I do like the feel of it. Well, I'm very confused. There is only wool in that bag. I don't know if you have to like print off the pattern, but it does say that you should get a tag and a little sewing needle, but I can't find it in the box. Right, so I have been in touch with We Are Knitters to tell them about the label and the needle. I think that's all I'm missing because the pattern they provided me as a PDF. So I'm ready to get started knitting. I only have to make rectangles, so 2 front rectangles. I don't even have to increase or decrease because it's a very basic kind of cardigan. A big rectangle for the back and 2 rectangles for the sleeves, and then join it all together. So I might not be able to, well, I might have a walk through Wells and see if they've got any tapestry needles for sale. So if I wanted to finish my project this week, then I can do. I mean, it is very disappointing, I think, by We Are Knitters that they didn't include all the things in the kit, but it's also a tiny little bit my responsibility to check that I got everything when it arrived. But oh well. So I'm just going to try and remember how to cast on. I'm going to have to probably watch a YouTube tutorial or something to remember how to cast on and then start knitting. It tells you to do a tension gauge, but I might not be bothered doing that. I'm a terrible knitter already. No, I will do the tension gauge. Oh yeah, so it tells me to do 6 stitches and 10 rows for the tension gauge, and tells me that that should be 10 by 10 centimetres. So I will do a tension gauge, and it's good to give me a little bit of practice before I start on the real thing. Hopefully I won't have to frog too much. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna maybe sit downstairs with Ben while he's watching TV and get on with some knitting. Okay, I finished my tension square, which was 4 inches by 4 inches, and it was about square and about the right size. I couldn't measure it precisely because I didn't have any measuring tape or anything here. So maybe I should have showed you that, but I've started on the actual sleeve of the cardigan. So I think I've done 7 rows so far. So I'm trying to get better at counting. I am terrible at counting. But I'm making a little note. My sister recommended me getting a knitting counter. And because I don't have the tapestry needle that should have come with this so I could sew it together, I said to Ben, oh, I wonder if there's a knitting shop in Wells. Can you see where this is going? But yes, there is a knitting shop in Wells, and at the same time we found a fabric shop as well, so vintage. So one of them's 2 minutes in one direction, walk from here, and one of them's 3-minute walk in the other direction. So I think I'm going to brave the weather to go and check out both shops, and Ben's going to come with me, which is nice. And I'm also we're going to nip to the post office and go and post something. And normally I don't really cook very much when we're on holiday, but in the interest of trying to save some pennies, I am going to be cooking tonight, and I'm going to cook on Thursday. So if I save some money cooking, then, and it's our anniversary tomorrow and it's my birthday on Thursday, maybe I'll be allowed a little treat from the shop. But definitely going to try and get a tapestry needle. I might see what other projects that they've got, and I know that they stock Liberty fabric in So Vintage, so I'm definitely going to check out the Liberty fabrics. I'm not really enjoying knitting on these big needles, really. Finding them very cumbersome, but I need to get better before I can graduate to a finer knit project. So I'll see if I can take any footage inside the shops. Oh, before I forget again, I just wanted to mention what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a polo neck, and this is the paper cut rise and fall turtleneck. Can't remember which one it is. It's either they do two views, rise and a fall, and this is one of them. I think it's a fall. And I'm just wearing a fluffy cardigan and jeans. So that's my outfit today. Right, see you later. We did end up going out and finding the fabric shop. It's actually just around the corner from where our car is parked. So that was really, really good. So actually I have to thank We Are Knitters, because if they'd included everything in the pack, I wouldn't have even thought about going to try and find the fabric shop. But we did. Ben had a nice chat with the shop assistant, and I'll put some footage in of the inside of the shop and the fabrics that they had. And Ben said to me he would treat me to some fabric, and so I took full advantage of that. So I will show you what I got. So it came in this paper bag, and the first thing that I got was this cross stitch kit. Now, I think I might have done cross stitch when I was really young, but I can't remember doing it. And I was looking at some of the embroidery kits, but they looked a little bit basic. And I thought they wouldn't take me that long to do, even me. So I thought maybe I'll give this cross stitch a go. It looks like it might take a little bit longer. And I love the colours, I love the flamingo. I got what I went for, which was the tapestry needles. So when I come to sew up my cardigan, I have the needles that I can use. I also got a pair of scissors, and then I bought this fabric, this Liberty fabric. So it's the Strawberry Thief fabric by Liberty, and it's got a black background with pinks and a pale pink and a darker pink and green, yellow on it. And I just love this colour combination, and I want to make a little shirt. So I've got a few Liberty fabrics actually, and it's just nice to have them in your collection. I've not got any of this pattern in any of the colourways, so I thought, yeah, I'll go for a classic pattern. And I really like the colour scheme on it. There was also a wool shop which I nipped in, but I nipped in and they 10 minutes before they were closing, and I didn't want to make any pressure buys, so I didn't. I just left. Then we went to the cathedral and had a quick look around the cathedral, and I took some footage, so I'll put that in to show you what we saw. So if you want to see the cathedral, stay tuned, but I will see you tomorrow with day 5. See you then, bye.